What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am Orion the Muffin Man, and this is Final Fantasy Friday. Let's get back into it. So, we got a couple side quests. One and one. Oh, perfect. Can turn everything back up. There we go. Let's not forget that. Make sure everything's running good. These are all the usual. Okay. That's all good. Just gotta plug my phone in. Apologies. Alright. Lost some scouts, did we?
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Alright, let's build everything. That's the wrong buttons. Trying to refamiliarize. Was playing a lot of Warframe today. Yeah, it works. No. Get over here. Annoying bastards. Hooray.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Indeed.
Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Alright, and last one is the missing party. Excellent. Yeah, it's close enough. Where could they be? Ah. Hello?
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You
I
have
know.
duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
Filthy goblins.
Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid.
Don't thank me just yet.
Ooh, it's a big goblin. Alright.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
All the little ones die. Let's go, big man. Always faster than I expected. Alright, we're done. Perfect. Right on the last one. There it is. As he falls. Beautiful execution.
Who are you?
A friend.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. to give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
There we go. Now it shouldn't get in the way of the subtitles. Alright, back to the hideaway. Oh good, and everybody's in the same area.
It's one thing after another around here. Littlands have been up to their own tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left.
So I
If
heard.
I just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks?
But that's why you're not the
I should have
leader.
urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
Cole, I never doubted York. Thank you for your faith in me. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
We will. In time.
Maybe. Possibly. Excellent. Go check on this depraved individual first.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men.
Nope, same dialogue.
Lacked a certain
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Here you are.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Talia trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Indeed.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
We got good healers here at the hideout. Alright, where were we?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
I believe in you. You can do it.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
A guest.
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
My only uncle. Meanwhile...
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
Brown nosers.
Great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Ooh, that's something cut out of the music.
Let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Leon's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Kill them all.
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
That don't sound right.
The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Slut dragon.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh yeah, and who's setting those there?
So Annabella's tales were true.
A liar's lies?
You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Hilarious.
Litlands have been up to their... It's just one thing after another around here.
My dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
There's what now?
2,000? And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
I took his hands.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then...
Why?
Had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts?
But can it regenerate hands?
Voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Well, you're about to, so...
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You might as well be.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Make sure there's no extra hunts. Good.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Thank you.
All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
I'll talk to you in a moment. Well,
Fitting a little workshop I hear, with a little help from Sid, of course.
of course.
Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Alright, I think I want to hit the blacksmith first real quick.
The little ones have been up to their own tricks again.
Who's this blue?
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next?
Clive,
Let's see.
what do you want?
Yeah.
Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later.
Thank you very much.
And?
Odd.
Sid's going to find Kupka and finish the job.
Oh, no, not you.
Do with a drink.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Is it business or pleasure?
Business. I need to restock. If I need any. Yep, just one.
You'll not find a better price than that. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much.
Oh, please, you're gonna sell that at double the price, you old hag.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
No goody. Oh, good. Sand.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
With a whole bunch of shit in the way. Nobody else gets armor. Haha.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Did we?
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
And probably deservedly so.
Who do you think those soldiers were? Friends of friends, Major.
Let's grab a little XP. We ran past a lot of stuff.
Too slow.
Oh well.
Nice try.
Perfect. Well, anyway. Come on. Good finisher. Anything in the house? No.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst.
Oh, has it?
Before we press on?
Just a quick drink. Huh?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good boy. Because you totally don't give yourself away as the main character carrying a giant sword dressed all in black with a hood on.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
And who is it that just so happens to be upstairs? Hi, Joshua.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
We're getting into the meat of it now.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this done.
Dumbass.
We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Well, loot is here.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
We're gonna go confirm.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
What if I didn't, though?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Yeah.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Thank you. You'd only get in the way. You'll die trying.
Try it.
Bye. I have no time for you people.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Could be better. It's like having a heart attack for 5 years.
Clive?
So close. Fresh.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Insert Assassin's Creed sound effect.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang.
Oh.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the tower.
Well...
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
There's a bit of a dispute on that.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Or with great works.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Why would this in?
Anything I can interest you in? Go with Gilbert.
Let's grab that to be safe.
Are you looking for something in particular? My thanks.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
My apologies, I'm like suddenly getting whiplash from getting up early this morning
Let's
to
go and find out exactly what this photo knows.
get cross-save enabled for Warframe.
Excuse me, Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine.
Indeed.
I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
Which is not far at all.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Poor fools. They never stood a chance. But I won't take the cheap way out. They're men. They deserve better. Okay, you get it first. Rude. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Now I'm done with you all. Y'all made me do it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
The most fragrant herbs and
the finest fabrics.
Well.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience.
She was.
I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
Shit.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second? I won't waste your time. Only passage through the south gate. Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Sure.
Let's leave this mama to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust? I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Something like that.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always. Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek
It's a good
assurances of
summary.
strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy. And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive.
I don't know,
I'll
Uncle
not
Byron. He
drag
got
this
under your
part
skin
of the
pretty
game on
easy.
any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
All right.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Yes. He's a great connection. And that is all. Anyway, I'm gonna get up, try to reinvigorate myself so I stop yawning and half closing my eyes. Let's get Cape with the Wind. With the doggo in the background. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, we're gonna try to do like another hour or so. Hi, Ranger. What's up, kitty? Oh. No. Who and where? Ah.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Yeah, you know there's a problem when common folk are going and the black market ain't good enough. Ranger, why are you so needy?
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you,
You get to
soldier?
make an appearance.
Need that sword polishing.
Say hi, Rangy.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you.
If you're gonna
I
be
serve the
annoying,
men
you
of
get
the
to
rock
make
and
an
the men of the rock
appearance.
only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know
He's a
which
good
side
boy.
the bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave.
So
will
cute.
you? Before you scare them off.
Oh, he keep disappearing.
Do you think they'll be back
Here we
soon?
go.
I need a new dress.
If they pay anything like last time, you'll be able to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Squeaky. Go.
Needed.
Take a sniff.
He is a whiner. So I pulled him up. If he's gonna be bothering me, he gets to make an
Do you
appearance.
have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
There we go.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Oh.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
But what?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Yeah, I thought so.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands.
That's a black pearl. One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can
come to an agreement.
Mm.
But not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Sneaking.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
Only
A small price
500,000.
to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
Who has to sneak when you have money?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Let's see if this is working, since it seems to be going.
Corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of
Hey.
double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
And out we go.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Don't worry about it.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Let's go. Oh, you are coming with. Some wild chocobos. Hello. All right. Easy enough to get here.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course.
Right this way, my lord.
Oh my.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us.
Ain't that interesting?
You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh?
What brings you here? Why, to collect their share of Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty.
Oh, are they now?
Being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Ain't that interesting?
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
Why would you tell them now?
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
Hmm.
Kill them. Kill them both.
Not if I kill you first. Come on. Nah, you fail. Let's get you back with everybody else. Oh, good, we did tag him. Definitely got somebody doubled up. Alright, small fry dies.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Oh.
Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Well, come on.
Nice try.
Royal Chaplain, eh? What if I said no? Up we go. Down we come. Fuck him. He even brought the chocobos. It's the fastest recharging soup.
Well, that wasn't too bad. That's
Hello,
like my
hello.
performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best. How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Oh, look at all these crystals.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Probably a good idea.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades.
Missing.
Those behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.
Greybeard.
Greybeard.
Of all the...
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Ha ha ha.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Gilith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive?
I was thinking more of the ha-ha dangly bits.
I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Hooray.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have pride of place.
No, there's always more side quests.
Clive. You and I...
Uh-huh.
What? Alas.
Very nice.
Still... Ours is a blessed corner of the Valkyrie. At least they did. So, how very fitting. Of course, there's simply no other way.
All right.
Farewell now.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps I wouldn't put it past him. Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clyde? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished, soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
I remember this one.
I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you? I'm afraid not. Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was... I could give you a hand if you like.
Yeah.
I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find. I'd be a fool to refuse. So, where do we start? Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
No, it is not.
There's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better. You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course.
Yeah.
Any number of
Good.
cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of. All right. Good luck. Let's hope
You're starting to get it.
something useful. Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
No, they're right here.
Welcome, sir.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Next.
Everything I've worked for, all those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
Troubles.
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
They might.
Depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Doznov Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
I already know what I'm gonna find, unless they changed it for New Game Plus. But you know, that awkward moment when your awesome mountain spring has a living fireball sitting on top of
The smell
it.
of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
I'm sure it is.
Silver platters, hanging lanterns, heat darkness from your door. Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Yes, but I have someone to talk to first.
I'll be asking for you again, my son.
Let me see that you stay a little longer.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of dissolved.
You can't even fill my cup.
You?
What is it? Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business,
Indeed.
Eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and whole. An edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Indeed. But I'll be dealing with this first. Oh.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Probably.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Did we mention the plan is get inside, kill Kupka? Because it's not the best plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs.
Oh good, it is the fire bombs.
Shall we press on?
Yeah, in a moment.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now. We can press on.
What the hell are those things?
Nasties. Fucking up your bathwaters.
You deserve a rest.
All right.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
How many do we get? Oh, they named them bath bombs. I forgot. That's hilarious. Excellent. Good, good, good. That's most of them. Yeah, let's take care of the little ones. Not what I wanted. Okay, little one. Now's as good a time as any, I suppose. Oh, flubber trucked. Die. In midair, double lightning strike. Damn, still alive. Yeah, be the way to finish that. Thank you very much.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Probably. And because we're lazy and PlayStation's good with loading times. Lip.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Well, good thing I just solved that problem.
So, you learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and...
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. That can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light, meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentice is no better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
All right. Oh God, you ran off all the way over there.
The finest fabric.
The most fragrant herbs and spices. Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
At least you're gonna reward me.
Made from the stoutest. There he is. The man who saved my business. How rocky the road. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
What were you expecting, Clive?
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures may... But I burdened you with my worries and...
Thank you.
It's high time I got back to work.
Thank you very much. $6,000. It's just crazy how much better that one skill is. Yeah. Alright, let's finish up the side quests.
Light meat and dark. Fresh, yes, they're quite sought after.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Who knows?
Be safe. Any luck?
What I asked her, but if you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Yeah.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it!
Thus creating
I don't suppose you know
steel.
The trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some Clive.
The limestone. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Yeah, just walk on over and hack off a chunk.
Or just throw it in the furnace.
No, I mean, I am glad they didn't write anything for there without knowing. Because I'm sure there probably is actually a trick. Oh, son of a... It's all the way on the other side?
Come on. Faster!
Oh, m'excuse. Yeah, it's low quality steel, but
Is it true what I'm hearing?
it'll get the job done for a novice.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like hitting a cloud with a crust.
Plates and woods! Sweet incense!
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Yep, I'll take all of this, please. Oh, come on. Spring lime. Haha.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Is it white and feel like chalk?
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
Just look at the deep. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Yes, they're quite sweet.
The finest fabrics.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant.
I do.
She's got quite a gift for teaching, that one. Now, time.
Survey says.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I suppose.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
Wrong.
And who would be able to pay
Good night,
that?
Broseph. I'm going to bed myself after this. So,
The butcher,
good timing.
The hunter?
I'll be on tomorrow,
cook
probably
over
for
at
some
the
more
inn?
frame.
Dalamil is home to humble
Sunday,
traders,
God of...
not wealthy
No,
lords and
tomorrow, God
ladies.
of War. Sunday,
Rule
Warframe.
number one in any business, Sava. Know your
Peace.
customers.
Sure, I'll talk to you then.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Alright. That'll be all for tonight. It's a good place to stop. And since I'm getting used to this, if you enjoyed the comment, like, follow, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. See y'all tomorrow, and as my brother said, yes, always specialize your gear. Peace.